Have you ever felt like the universe is trying to tell you something, but in a way only your heart can understand? Sometimes it's a shiver for no reason, a recurring dream, or that spiritual synchronicity that seems to scream, "This is no coincidence." It's like time stops for a moment and something inside you whispers, "Pay attention, the universe is guiding you." Anyone who's experienced this knows these feelings don't come out of nowhere. They're the prelude to something bigger, a quiet call from a spiritual energy that's starting to move. Carl Jung used to say that symbols and coincidences reveal what the unconscious wants to show us. And when it comes to the journey of twin flames, that truth resonates even more strongly. Nothing is random, every repeating number, every unexpected encounter, every song that plays at just the right moment is part of a perfect synchronicity designed to align paths. The soul senses it before the mind understands, and it's in that subtle space between the visible and the invisible that the reunion begins to take shape. You may have noticed that lately, everything seems to connect almost magically. People return, signs appear, and even silence feels different. When that happens, the universe is whispering, what you're looking for is also looking for you. Nothing is coincidence. If you've made it here, it's because the universe wants you to hear this message, and maybe, without even realizing it, your soul is already answering the call. This video is an invitation to look beyond the obvious, to see what only the heart can understand. Its purpose is to help you decode how the universe communicates when the reunion with your twin flame is about to happen. It's not about fortune-telling, it's about perception, because twin flame signs don't speak to reason, they speak to the soul. Every feeling, every spiritual synchronicity, is a clue that destiny itself leaves along your path. The truth is, twin flames are two halves of the same divine essence, separated only to evolve. They don't come to complete each other, but to awaken each other. When the spiritual energy of both begins to resonate in harmony, the universe rearranges everything, unlikely encounters happen, old feelings resurface, and self-awareness becomes unavoidable. And as mysterious as it may seem, what's in motion now is a force guided by something far greater than human will. So listen with your heart, because this might be the confirmation your soul has been seeking. The words that follow could explain what you've been feeling for a long time but couldn't put into words. And if at any point this message touches your spirit, take a moment to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, so the universe can keep guiding you through new spiritual messages. Now, get ready, because the first sign the universe sends is often the quietest of them all. Sign 1, the inner call. There are moments when the soul starts whispering even before the mind notices. It's that strange feeling of emptiness in your chest, like something important is missing, and you can't quite explain what it is. The things that once made sense now feel small, everyday life loses a bit of its spark, and a gentle restlessness takes over. This is the inner call, an energetic signal announcing your spiritual awakening. The soul is remembering something, even if your conscious mind doesn't yet know what it is. Many mistake this call for loneliness or neediness, but it's quite the opposite. It marks the beginning of an expansion, the point where the universe starts preparing your heart for a sacred reunion. Carl Jung said that when something needs to be born, the unconscious creates an inner tension impossible to ignore. The same process is happening here, an invisible force nudges you to seek answers, to dive into self-discovery, and to reconnect with your spiritual energy. And none of this is a coincidence. Think of it as the dawn before the sun rises, the sky is still dark, but the light is already on its way. It's a sign of a new phase, a reminder that the soul senses the approach of your twin flame long before your eyes recognize them. When the heart begins to beat in perfect harmony with the universe, the journey is just beginning. And often, this journey shows itself in mysterious ways, like in dreams that feel more real than reality itself. Sign 2, recurring dreams and visions. When the universe wants to speak to the soul, it chooses the moments when the mind is quietest, during sleep. Dreams become portals, windows between dimensions, where spiritual energy can manifest without the filter of reason. At this stage, it's common to dream of familiar faces you've never seen before, or to feel the gentle touch of someone who isn't there. These are fragments of soul memories, echoes of past lives trying to surface in your present consciousness. Carl Jung called this the collective unconscious, the space where all souls are connected. It's here that twin flames exchange messages before their physical reunion. When the connection is near, these dreams become more vivid, almost tangible. You might hear a voice calling your name, catch the scent of someone you've never met, or even wake up with an intense feeling of love without knowing where it came from. This isn't coincidence, it's the soul rehearsing the moment of reunion. These visions are like letters sent by the universe, written in symbolic language. They might appear as flowing water, doors opening, or lights shining in the distance. Every detail carries meaning. When you wake with your heart racing, don't ignore it. Write down the dream, reflect on it, because often this is where your twin flame is trying to communicate. And it's from these nighttime messages that synchronicities begin to appear in the waking world as well. Sign 3, Synchronicities. There comes a point in the twin flame journey when everything seems to align in a magical way. You start noticing repeated numbers, 1111, 2222, hearing songs with lyrics that perfectly describe what you're feeling, or encountering people who mention their name for no reason at all. These are spiritual synchronicities, the universe's way of signaling that the reunion is being prepared. None of this is coincidence, it's a perfect harmony between what you are vibrating and what the universe reflects back. Carl Jung was one of the first to recognize that synchronicities are bridges between the inner and outer worlds. When the spiritual energy of twin flames begins to resonate on the same frequency, time and space seem to bend to bring paths together. You feel that something greater is orchestrating events, as if every detail is carefully planned. And in a way, it is, because the universe never misdirects its messages when love is the sender. So, when these coincidences start multiplying, pause and take a breath. Observe, be grateful, and allow the flow to continue. The universe is guiding you, and the more aware you are of it, the clearer the signs become. And if this message resonates with what your soul is feeling right now, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel, so the universe can keep sending the next spiritual messages that are on their way. And believe me, your body senses it too, when this energy begins to intensify. Sign 4, Intense energetic shifts. Before the reunion takes place, the body starts reacting to something it doesn't fully understand yet. Random chills, sleepless nights, emotional swings, these are all signs of your energy field adjusting to receive a new frequency. The spiritual energy of twin flames is too powerful to go unnoticed. When one begins to awaken, the other feels it, even from a distance. It's as if the universe is recalibrating your vibrations so that both of you can recognize each other at the right time. These changes can feel confusing at first. One day you feel at peace, the next you're overwhelmed by a wave of emotions you can't explain. But none of this is negative. It's a process of purification, the body shedding everything that no longer serves to make room for what's new. It's transmutation happening quietly, yet intensely. Carl Jung might say that the unconscious is clearing the soul's basement so that light can enter. And when that light comes in, nothing is ever the same again. If you notice yourself becoming more sensitive, experiencing stronger intuitions, or feeling the urge to withdraw and reflect, honor it. Take breaks, practice the art of listening to your own silence, meditate, connect with nature. These are simple yet powerful rituals that help balance your energetic flow. After all, when the universe is about to unite two flames, it first teaches each one to hold their own light. And it's precisely after this cleansing that one of the deepest signs appears, detachment. Sign 5, Detachment and completed cycles. When the universe is about to unite two souls that share the same essence, it first removes everything that doesn't vibrate on the same frequency. Suddenly, old friendships fade, situations that once seemed stable lose their meaning, and even relationships come to an end. This isn't punishment, it's alignment. The universe is guiding you into a new cycle, clearing the ground so that your reunion with your twin flame can happen on fertile soil, not amid chaos. This process can be painful because the ego resists what it doesn't understand. But spiritually, detachment is one of the greatest signs of a soul's maturity. Carl Jung said there is no transformation without loss, and it's true, only when we let go of what has already fulfilled its purpose do we make room for what's new. It's as if the universe is saying, you cannot hold on to the past and receive the future at the same time. Self-awareness is born exactly at this point of surrender. Imagine a tree being pruned in winter. At first glance, it seems harsh, but it's what allows it to bloom again in spring. The same is true for you. Every ending is preparation for a new beginning, and this new beginning brings a different spiritual energy, lighter, clearer. It is in this fertile emptiness that something magical begins to happen, the feeling that we are no longer alone, even when there's no one else around. Sign 6, feeling the presence without seeing. There are moments when you feel someone beside you, even though your body insists you're alone. This is the silent language of twin flames, the invisible bond that connects two souls physically apart but energetically united. It's like sensing a breeze that carries a memory, or a scent that awakens emotions for no apparent reason. Spiritual energy creates these moments, and the soul recognizes them before the body, sending subtle signals that say, I'm closer than you think. This phenomenon goes beyond imagination, it's real and deeply transformative. Feeling the presence of the other without seeing them strengthens your trust in the universe and awakens self-awareness. It's an invisible dance of emotions and thoughts that intersect even across distance. Carl Jung might call this emotional synchronicity. When two consciousnesses recognize each other, they interact in patterns that defy logic. That's why observing your emotions is so important, they are powerful indicators that something greater is happening. A symbolic example, you might feel a sudden longing for no reason, or a burst of joy when thinking of someone you haven't fully met yet. These moments are echoes of the shared vibrational field, reminders that the reunion is approaching. It's as if the universe is sending daily little nudges, letting you know you're not alone and that perfect synchronicity is unfolding. And from this silent connection, the next natural step is a profound inner transformation. Sign 7, deep inner transformation. Before twin flames reunite, each soul goes through a profound inner transformation. It's a period of emotional healing, releasing old patterns, and self-discovery. The universe requires you to reconnect with your own essence, because your twin flame doesn't come to complete what's missing, but to reflect your own evolution. It's in this energetic mirror that we truly learn to love ourselves, and every challenge we face is a step along this journey. During this process, moments of intense introspection arise. You notice repeating patterns, old fears, and emotions that needed to be acknowledged. This spiritual awakening isn't always comfortable, but it's necessary. It's like polishing a rough crystal, it requires patience, attention, and courage. Carl Jung would remind us that only when the soul is ready does the consciousness recognize the true depth of love, and it's at this point that the universe begins subtly aligning the encounters. Small practices can help integrate this transformation: daily meditation, journaling your feelings, reading texts that deepen self-awareness, or even walking in nature while listening to your own silence. Each gesture strengthens your spiritual energy and brings you closer to perfect synchronicity. As self-love grows, trust in the universe becomes unshakable, and an inner peace emerges, preparing the way for the next sign, the silent calm before the reunion. Sign 8, peace before the reunion. After all the emotional intensity and inner transformations, a deep, almost silent peace emerges. It's as if the soul finally surrenders to the flow of the universe and understands that everything happens at the right time. This calm isn't the absence of emotion, but the certainty that cycles have been completed and the reunion with your twin flame is about to happen. It's the universe showing that the preparation is complete, and now everything flows naturally. This tranquility indicates that the soul trusts the process, that self-awareness and spiritual awakening have done their work. It's the moment when synchronicities no longer need to be interpreted as isolated signs, because everything connects organically. Carl Jung would remind us that the maturity of the soul manifests in this quiet trust, when we understand that true love doesn't chase, it simply aligns with the flow of the universe. Imagine a river calmly flowing toward the sea. It doesn't need to rush its course or fight obstacles, it simply flows. This is the peace before the reunion, a sense of wholeness, of being exactly where you're meant to be. It's in this serenity that you realize the reunion is inevitable, because when the heart is at peace, spiritual energy prepares for physical manifestation. And from this point, you enter the conclusion of the journey. All the signs the universe sends, the inner call, vivid dreams, spiritual synchronicities, energetic shifts, and detachment, are not coincidences. They are clear messages, carefully orchestrated to align your soul with the energy of your twin flame. When you understand that nothing happens by chance, every detail along the way becomes a lesson, and every experience is a step toward the sacred union that is coming. The reunion happens when both souls vibrate in love, not in need. It is in this alignment that the universe allows two halves to recognize each other, bringing a sense of wholeness and harmony. Inner transformation, self-awareness, and surrendering to the spiritual flow are prerequisites for this connection. It's a reminder that true love respects timing, and that everything destined finds its way, even if it seems to take time. And so, the final message is one of hope and trust. When you stop searching desperately and begin cultivating self-love, the universe responds with signs, encounters, and perfect synchronicity. Everything that is meant for you returns, guided by the spiritual energy that governs every movement of life. What comes after this moment of peace is a tangible manifestation of love, ready to reveal itself in its purest form. If this message has touched your soul, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. This way, you'll continue receiving signs and messages from the universe that can illuminate every step of your spiritual journey. Remember, the energy you emit attracts what is compatible, and staying connected to this channel is a way to keep your frequency aligned with what the universe has in store. Don't miss the third part of the series Spiritual Messages for Twin Flames, where we'll explore what happens after the flames reunite. Each video is a piece of this divine puzzle, designed to help you understand twin flame signs, strengthen self-awareness, and perceive how spiritual energy works in every detail of your path. May divine light continue to guide you, and may the love seeking you find its way. Allow yourself to receive these energies, notice the spiritual synchronicities around you, and trust that the universe is guiding you to your twin flame. The journey may be silent, but every step is a meeting with your own essence and with the essence of true love.